Hello YouTube, it's Betsy from Tender Art Studio, and I just wanted to take a minute here to show you some of what I made for Christmas gifts this year. So every year I try to do homemade gifts for the people I'm closest to, and I usually come up with one object that I can personalize. And so this year I made marquee letters, and I built them from cereal boxes, yay, and corrugated cardboard, which I cut into strips to make those into the sides. So I just wanted to document what I did this year. I really think they turned out so cute. So this one is for a young man named Alex, and so I went kind of with a menswear inspired theme. I used, this is a scrapbooking paper from my Mind's Eye, and I think this is too. And I just really liked that. I did go over the edges with StazOn ink on a dauber and glued on some buttons. So really cute. That one's one of the more simple ones. The boys tend to be a little harder because, you can't get as fluffy and as embellished. This is for a sweet little thing, Allison. I really love this. Her favorite color is orange, and she is a music major in college. So I always try to incorporate those into the gifts I make for her. I hope she likes this. It's excuse me. Excuse me again. This is just mixed media. I've got sheet music behind the tissue paper. I don't know if you can see that in old book pages. Same here. And then this is just Dollar Tree tissue paper. So beautiful. I think they have beautiful tissue paper. And then I just embellished it with some little things from my stash. I made book page flowers that I then colored up with Tim Holtz Distress ink that I, turned into basically a watercolor and brushed it on there. It's an old vintage button flower. Here is a little monarch butterfly that I stamped onto, actually this was a paper towel that I had just inked up and then stamped and then cut out. And it's not really laying the same way it did when I made it. And then a little tag saying "You are loved." I really like this one. I think it turned out really cute. It's one of my favorites. So that's two different kinds of A's for Alex and Allie. Then I have a K for my dear Kelly. And I think she's really going to like this. She is a pink roses kind of gal. So I did glitter the edges. And on the back I used a different paper. I really like how the pearl trim outlines the whole thing. And then I made the roses from coffee filters, basically just strips that I rolled up and then painted with a watered down acrylic paints, and same for the leaves. And I think they turned out really cute. And all of these stand up. I thought about adding hangers to them, but they're all a little different, so I don't know if I can add hangers so that they hang straight. So we're just going to call them shelf sitters, and then if the owners want to try hanging them up, they can do that. Next one, my brother and sister-in-law. My brother is a metalhead from way back, so I did a faux metal plates and a faux leather for the sides. And then because I was having some difficulty with the front being too heavy, it wasn't standing upright, I added a heavier piece to the back that I covered with some scrapbook paper, and that now when it stands up it's really secure. But that was fun. These are just cardboard pieces that I tried to distress and use metallic paints on, and then the rivets are just hole punch cereal box pieces, from a regular hole punch that I glued into place. So I like it for the most part. I I feel that there was room for improvement, but it's okay. I really like my sister-in-law, Deb's, because like me, she's got a thing for the bumblebee. And these awesome looking plaster type things, I used a silicone cake mold for these. And it is toilet paper. That's a technique I learned from Eileen McInnes. And I just used damp, wet toilet paper that I pushed down into the silicone cake mold and let it dry. And then just painted, glazed, added metallics, and they just look amazing to me. I love them. And then just scrapbook paper. This one you can see has a little bit of a sheen. It's really hard not to get like weird glue smudges on the paper. So when I finished this one, I took, oh, and I don't think you can really see it, but there's tea bags collaged underneath here. And then this is just jute twine and a little metal embellishment. But I take the Mod Podge, and it's the matte, and I take a round dauber. In fact, I've got it right here, one of these guys, and I just take the Mod Podge and dab it all over it. And then when it dries, you don't see any brush marks, but it kind of cleans up the appearance of it. So that's that one. Sadly, my daughter's is probably the one with the least personality, and yet she has a lot of personality, and I feel like I didn't really, well, I hope she likes it. That's all I can say. The things that she's into, I don't even know. So I did my best, and I hope she likes it. This is a little slice of cork that I stamped with her initials, and you might have noticed I did that on Allie's too. And I really like this, and I would love it, but I don't know if she will. I hope she does. I think it's kind of pretty. And I actually have a process video, and I thought I would do a voiceover and do kind of a tutorial showing how I made this. Because it's kind of neat. To start with the cereal boxes and just some corrugated cardboard, and then end up with this. And this one is flat on one side, so it does stand up. So I love that one. I hope she does. She probably will. This one is for a sweet girl named Nikki, and this is Michael's Hot Buy paper. It's so cute. It's all confetti. This is one of the embellishments that came with the paper pad, and so I just stamped her name with my awesome Martha Stewart make your own stamp alphabet thing. Cool as confetti is what it says under here, and I used a little bit of glossy accents on the glasses, and then I've got some like table scatter glued down here and iridescent glitter, which may or may not be showing. And there's that technique with the Mod Podge, but I'm seeing that there's a little lifting right there, so I'm gonna have to go back in and fix that. And there's the back side of it. So I hope she likes it. And then for my son-in-law, Jeremy, I made this really happy, cheerful J. I think it's super fun and cheery. His favorite color is orange, and there's like a sherbet orange here. It's not super orange, but with my granddaughter in the mix, they're kind of living in a 3-ring circus. So that was sort of what I was going for. It was like a cheery, circusy thing. I had this old Ringling Brothers mini poster, and so that's attached on there, and those are kind of lifted off from the surface. And again, another one of the corks with the things, and then the little pom-poms just for a little extra. So that was fun. And then my other daughter, Maxine, she is a Trekkie, as is my son Eric. And so I made this cute M and added this Starfleet insignia badge that I made, and I thought I used a stiff enough cardboard, but now that the glossy accents have dried, it seems to be wanting to kind of warp it. So, oh, so that's how handmade things go, right? So they don't always work out the way you think they will. And then this is the motto for Starfleet Academy, and I think it means through hardship to the stars. And this is again that same paper pack with the confetti that I used for Nikki's and Jeremy's, and it's got kind of a hologram foil in it, so I thought that was really cute. And it just suits Maxine's personality a lot, I think. So she'll like that. And then for Eric, the first one I made was this one, and I liked it. I was happy with it. This is an illustration from, I think it came from The Yearling. We kind of dissected that book for some other projects. And I put this quote, "A ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for." And I liked it. And then I was working on Maxine's, and I remembered how much Eric also likes Star Trek. So I went back in and made this one with my little galaxy painting. At least I hope that's what it looks like. That's what it's intended to look like. And then on this, I have this quote, "There is a way out of every box, a solution to every puzzle. It's just a matter of finding it." It's a Captain Picard from The Next Generation quote. So that is what I made. It's funny when I'm showing them to you, and you know, there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I also made some that we mailed off for Pete's son and his girlfriend in Germany, and then his other son and his girlfriend. So I don't have those, but so I guess I did make actually quite a bit of them. I feel like I've been working on these forever, and I'm about to wrap them up. So yay! So that's that. I hope you liked it, and I hope you'll tune back in to see the little tutorial I did on how I put these together, because it turned out to be harder than I expected. And so I want to share with you some of the tips and tricks I learned if you're thinking about doing this for yourself. You know, how it is with crafts, like there are things that you can make for yourself and you can get away with a certain level of quality because it's for you. And then when you're giving it as a gift, all the imperfections become glaring. So I want to show you how I worked around some of those to make a product I was really proud of. So that's it, and I hope you liked this video and that it was useful to you, and if so, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up, and think about subscribing too. All right, see you again soon. Bye.